This is a short introduction to the verb ir. Ir is a Spanish irregular verb and it means to go. So let's review the steps to conjugating a verb. What is the first step to conjugating a verb? Yep, it's find the stem. How do you find the stem? You take off the ending. The ending is either ER, AR, or IR. And whatever is left is the stem. After you've found the stem, then you have to add the endings. The endings depend on whoever you are talking about. So I, you, he, she, they, we, you all. So let's talk about an example. Mirar is a regular AR verb. It means to watch, as in to watch TV. Mirar la televisión. So if we do the first step of conjugating the verb, it is to find the stem. The stem is everything but the ending. The ending is AR, so the stem is mir, M-I-R. Second step is add the endings, depending on who we're talking about. So the yo form would be O, miro. The to form would be AS, miras. The el, usted form would be A, mira. The nosotros, nosotras form would be AMOS, miramos. And the ustedes, ellos, ellas form would be AN, miran. So that's how to conjugate a regular AR verb. That should be familiar to you. We've done it over and over and over again. But ir is not a regular verb. Ir means to go. It doesn't matter if you're going on foot, by plane, by train, by bus, or by pogo stick. It still is to go. Ir is not a regular verb. If you look at it, the first step to conjugating is to find the stem. If we look at the verb ir, the only thing left would be nothing. The stem would be nothing. And that doesn't make a very good verb. So what they did is they come up with this crazy stem that has nothing to do with the infinitive, and that is the. Probably where this came from is the Latin root of the verb it's V-E-N or something like that, but that's the Latin root of the verb. So that is actually the stem that we're going to work with. As you can see from the infinitive, you can't guess what the stem is. That's why it's irregular. You have to remember it. That means you have to memorize it. But all of the forms of the verb are going to have a V in it. So from there, we kind of follow the regular pattern. So for the yo form, we would expect it to be vo, which would be V-O. They, like they do with a lot of irregular verbs, didn't like how that sounded. So instead of being vo, they made voy. If you think about it, the verb estoy ends in OY, so does the word ser, or the verb ser, the form, the yo form is soy. So there's a lot of other verbs that end in OY, and remember, it's always useful because the yo form ends in yo backwards, which is OY. So the yo form is voy. Then if we take the stem, which is V, and add the AR ending, we have V plus AS equals vas. Tu vas, you go. Then we have el, usted. The ending would be A if we're talking about an AR verb. We put the V in front of it and it becomes va. Then for nosotros, we have V plus AMOS, which is vamos. And for el, ellos, ellas, and ustedes, we have V plus AN, which is van. So the forms of ir are voy, vas, va, vamos, van. As I said, this is an irregular verb, but once you realize that the stem is a V and the yo form is irregular, ending in Y instead of an O, it's really easy to follow because it's just like a regular AR verb. So hopefully you'll do well on this and do well on the quiz that will be coming up.